Okay. Okay, actual version this time though. Okay, here's our season 3 or 2026 Reina guide. Pretty much, here's gonna be all the updates, all the stuff that happened between, well, season 2 and now. Okay, starting this off, we'll start off with punishes, because that's pretty easy to remember. 10 frame. We have 112, which can go into Sentai if you hold forward. But if you hold back, you don't do it, you're still +2, or you're +11 going into Sentai. We will go over the stances later, so don't worry. There's also 122, which if you hold down or up, you can go into Unsoku stance, again, which we will go into later. Or you can just do 122 by itself. Neither option wall splats. But overall, good 10 frame punishes, because we're going to be able to get some stance utilization out of it. After that, 11 frame, we don't really use this a whole lot, but you do have 2-1. 2-1 as a strike, or 2-1 linked. So basically just one after another, and if fast enough you can get CD3 after it. Which we'll talk about CD3 again. Then 12 frame, 2-2-1, wall splatting option. Again, all this stuff is minus on block, don't worry. Then we also have down forward 1-2. This is our 13 heat engager for down forward 1-2. Heat dash out of it, you get a confirm. 14 frames. You can do electric if you're good at that. I'm not really the best, but you can 14 frame with electric. 15 frame is electric again, like a Mishima, and you also have down forward 2. So Reina, although being a Mishima, has special privilege and gets a down forward 2. There is also hop kick at 17 frames, not recommended unless it's like they're coming at you and they're just gonna do a random low on wake up and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna try to get a cheese out of it. But 17 frames, you can also get this out here. So on block, we'll also show, I'll show everything on block. That's not block. So yeah, 1-1-2. -17, so you get launched from this. Oh. -14, so pumped it upper will launch 1-2-2. 14 again. 2-2-2. -14. -14. Electrics +5. And then hop kick. -13. Moving on from that, Reina is two things. A Mishima and a stanced Rushdown character, like everyone else in Tekken 8. But you know what? She has her own things with Sentai and Unsoku. So pressing forward 3 will give you Sentai stance. This is a quick spin that she can do, and she has a few options out of it, being Sentai 3, which is a heat engager high, which will home. It is +1 on block, but opponent can duck this, launch you, you can die. There's Sentai 2. Oh wait, Sentai 2, which is -6 instead of -4. Good mid option if you just want to play it safe at like the middle point of a round. Where you're like, hey, I'm just gonna throw it out, see what happens. Sentai 4, plus frames, but you can get floated from it, so you can try to cheese it, but it will come more importantly in a later section that I'm gonna talk about, being a little wake up option. There is Sentai 3-4, which is a homing low. Low high, which the opponent can duck, and it is minus on block. So if they do duck, well, you're getting launched. And then there's Sentai 1+2, which is a free way to get into Heaven's Wrath, but also a good way to get some nice damage if it actually does connect, as you get Heaven's Wrath 2 from that. We'll go over Heaven's Wrath 2 also in a little bit. Then instead of holding forward, you can do back, which will give you Unsoku stance. And you can do pretty much the same thing, shortcut with up or down, with less backwards movement, and you can cancel these into each other. We have Unsoku 3. counter hits, okay? This is a counter hit crump. Get a combo off this. Pretty simple. There's Insoku 4. High crushes. This will wall splat. So you can get a combo after this. 3 will not wall splat though. Unsoku down 4. On counter hit, this will give you a free Sentai 2 or Sentai 3. Or Sentai 2. Yeah, free Sentai 2. Or Sentai 3. You can get those for free. There's Unsoku 2, which is the new thing that was added. And on counter hit, this is plus 14. And you can get a free down forward 1-2 off of it. Overall, this is pretty good if you just want to make some space or just like pop. But you're mainly going to be using this out of a down to 1+2, which we can get to later. And on block, I can give you all of those options now. So -6 for Unsoku 3. Unsoku down 2 or down 4 is not. We didn't have a block on. Unsoku down 4, -12. So they're gonna just do a simple 11 frame punish. Unsoku 4, -8, safe. This is a good button. You're gonna like this button. And Unsoku 2, new move, is -3. So overall, good stuff for the Unsoku stance. Also, if you hold back 3 or up 1, you can go to Sentai if you want. So you can do this, and then pop. Nice moving stuff. Moving on from our Unsoku stance and that, we'll have our last stance, which is down 1+2. This enters Reina into Heaven's Wrath stance, which on heat will give you a free parry at the cost of some bar. So 40 damage, pretty nice to do. Gets you some good stuff. But so you will have a few options from Heaven's Wrath. You'll have Heaven's Wrath 1, which is a high homing, which will counter hit, and on counter hit you can get 1-4 for free. So Heaven's Wrath 3+4, big stomp. We'll put them on the ground. It will put them on the ground if it hits. Nice little follow up for that mix. Heaven's Wrath 2, Heat Engager. This will also, both of these options will wall splat. So Heaven's Wrath 1 by itself doesn't wall splat. 1 3+4, that will wall splat. Heaven's Wrath 2, this will wall splat. So those two are wall splatting options. You have Heaven's Wrath 3-4, mainly used as block pressure, as you are +6, and you can just loop this over and over if you want, unless they eventually sidestep, which will probably happen. And then Heaven's Wrath for all the button stuff. This is pretty much just a combo tool. Not that really important. And finally, with Heaven's Wrath, you have a throw, which is a high, obviously. But the neat thing is they cannot break it, which it's since it comes out pretty quick, you can just take it from people. I can't lie. And also, it does nice damage at the wall. Pretty good. So Heaven's Wrath, just for reference, you'll have Heaven's Wrath 1-4, which Heaven's Wrath 1, good homing option because Reina can get sidestepped quite a bit. So high, and you can have 1-4. And then after this, you will have I lost my train of thought. Heaven's Wrath 2 is your Heat Engager. This is safe on block. Heaven's Wrath 4, all of this, you are getting launched for that. And then Heaven's Wrath 3-4. We also have down 4, which if you counter hit the second part of it, not the first part, but if you were the first part, you can get the second one for free. So in total, she has 3 stances, being Sentai, Unsoku, Heaven's Wrath. Heaven's Wrath. So yeah, you're gonna be using these quite a lot through her gameplay with her Rushdown that she has, which she gets off of forward 4-2, which we go into next. Forward 4-2 Raiden is basically neutral skip. So hits from forever, it is safe. You can just do it by itself and it's -9, safe on block, or you can do into Sentai at +2. You can do it and just bait options, so you can do Sentai 3 if they're going high, Sentai 2 if you're on a low, Sentai 1 or 3, 4. Now this does get beat by jabs and deck jabs, so if I have my point through that now. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, but Sentai 2 and Sentai stuff will mainly get beaten out by jabs and dick jabs. But how you can beat that is pretty simple. Is just by doing Sentai 1, 2. You can delay it if you want, just to like hold out and see if they're gonna hit or not. But this is pretty much jab. Just good button. Good button. You're gonna want to use this. Don't spam it though, but very nice to just throw with punish into a free. And then if you do it, you'll get 2 guaranteed follow-ups on hit. You can get Sentai 2 or Sentai 3 for a heat engager. Either way, both these are confirmed. Your other Sentai options are not though. Moving on from, that was probably her biggest tool, we'll get into some frame traps for her. That's the wrong one. Main frame trap that you're going to be using is forward 4. 90 frames. But it is +2 on block. You're pretty much going to have, you can have a couple things out of this, but there's mainly 2 from what I usually play, which is down forward 1, which you can get a down forward 1, 2 if they press, or if they try to step the down forward 1, then you can do 4, 4, down 4 to catch them tracking, or catch them stepping. Pretty much this. But yeah, very nice tool. Very nice tool to have. Very nice. Pretty good. For a frame trap. But there is a better one later that will cost heat. We'll do a bunch of her more niche-ish stuff before. So like other moves that you're probably gonna use, but pretty sparingly. Down back 2. For a character whose lows are pretty much all -14 or launch punishable, having it be +3 on hit is pretty nice now. Pretty slow startup, but we'll see if this eventually gets some use later. Back 2. Very good if you're playing against a Lily or characters who just have really good size up, so Lilies, Alyssas, just throw it back 2. It hits pretty far. It hits pretty far, and it's homing, so good bun, pretty good mid. Other things that she has is specifically down back 4, 1+2. So down back 4, 1+2. This does not jail. This does not jail. You have to confirm that you get a counter hit off the second hit to get the 1+2. But if you do that, it will give you a wall spot. Another niche thing is down 2. Another counter hit move, which is +3 on hit and +33. And gives you a follow-up on counter hit. Being CD3, if I could do it. So down 2 into CD3. Other options she has that are more niche, or not niche, but just other things that she can do with her toolset are, there's 2 main strings, and then there's her high crush string. So we'll do the 2 strings beforehand. So these 2 strings will be, if I can get it, forward 2, 3, and down forward 2. For forward 2, 3, this is pretty much just gets you into Sentai stance. Gets into the Sentai stance, or on hit, or on block. Just a nice little space, like a I'm here button. It is -9 on just regular hit, and if you do Sentai, then it is -2. But you can get your Sentai options out of this, so if they want to press, you just do that. But the other part is forward 2 by itself. Forward 2, now you're wondering, hey, can we go into Insoku 2? You can't do it off of forward 2, 3, but forward 2 is forward 2, and then hold up or down will get you into that stance. Not back though, so only up and down, so you can do quick shortcuts to get your Insoku moves from that. On the other half now, we have down forward 4, 2. -8, mid, down forward 4 is a pretty underrated button. I think it hits pretty well. And you can do down forward 2, or down forward forward, down forward 4 2 3. This will counter hit, launch, and tornado on the last hit, which is just another animation which is used from back 4. Which back 4 is another high crush. High crush tornadoes, just like so. Yeah. And then also on your 4 2 3, if you hit confirm the last hit. So if you get the 3 to hit, you get a guaranteed Sentai 2 or Sentai 3 from it. Now we're gonna move on to her one of her best things, in my opinion, which I think is the high crushing capabilities of this character. So this character has a bunch of stuff where you can just go under stuff. Like, you have a bunch of rolls and other stuff. So starting pretty basically, you're gonna have 3 homing high 18 frames plus 5 on hit. You get 2 options from this. You get either 3-4, which on hit will put you into this like little not crumple state, but they'll fall over. And then if you do this and you do Sentai 3-4, you get what I was talking about earlier, which is a +5 mix. So this is just, if they wake up, you're getting that for free. Or you have 3-2. This will launch on counter hit. So on hit, this will not do anything too special, but on counter hit, you'll get a— oh no, never mind, I forgot. This is just a launcher. I wouldn't recommend using this. I mean, I can see the instances, but your 3 is a nice button to have. Nice button to just throw out. We already talked about it before, but back 4, good high crushing thing, especially if you're like using an unsafe jab string. You can kind of just do like a 1-2-2. Catch him trying to press after you. You can do that. But her other things she has are rolls. So you can either do— there's 2 kinds of rolls. One will get interrupted by mids and highs, and one will only get interrupted by highs. So forward 2, or forward 1+2, this can get interrupted by mids, and you have 2 things you can do from here. You either have the option by itself, or you have forward 1+2 3-4, which is a counter hit pair, or counter hit, just big damage, nice damage. And you have forward 1+2. If you hold up, it'll do this little hop thing, which will give you access to her while running moves for free. So good stuff. But the other role that she has is forward 3+4. This got nerfed in terms of tracking, but besides that, it is just, you can get a launch. Nice little combo from this. Now if you hold it though, the neat part happens where this becomes a guard break and you get free 10 frames. Free 10 frames from it. You can get hit out of this though, so I would recommend changing up the timing on when you're going to do this. And you can also, if you hold back or down back, you can cancel the roll, so you don't got to do an attack. So say you do like a launch and they're coming down for the combo, you're like, oh, I'm going to bait them on this hit. No, you don't have to do that if you want to. Talking about earlier, we had Reina's forward 1+2 3-4. This is one of her big counters. Alright, she has a couple counters in the game that are pretty good. Like, we already talked about the Heaven's Wrath one in Heat, where it will, if they hit you, big damage. The other one that she has that I really like using is down 3+4. Clips highs, hits from like pretty good distance, I can't lie. Kind of sucks him in. Alright, like Oki options from the end, but yeah. Nice damage. We'll get hit by mids though. We'll get hit by mids. Another thing from her rolls, she also has 3+4-4. So you don't have to go for the full commitment on it because it only counter hits. So roll or kicks by itself, -15. So you can get launched from this. It's also a mid-high, which a lot of people don't know that it's a mid-high. But you can also do 4, and it becomes minus 14 instead of 15, and you'll get that hit if they try to launch you from it. In heat, or I should say, I'll preface this before, you can also have 3 plus 4, 4, which is pretty much the same thing as this, except it is now all mid and it hits from the ground. The good thing about this, though, is when you enter heat, though. If you do hit heat, you can get 3 plus 4, 4, 4. You get another hit after it. So this is just insane. This is still safe. And then the worst part, though, I think the best part, 55 damage, and you can just snipe people from this, from like far away. Just boom, just explodes them. So that was pretty much like her other kind of like dodges and stuff, but you're gonna get into another kind of dodge, which is what I like more. I like it a little bit more, which is a part of her while standing punishment. So we're gonna do while standing punishment real quick. So at 11 frames, you have while standing 4, or while standing 4, 4, which can put you into Heaven's Wrath again for that parry or that other options if you want. 13 frames, you got while standing 1, which on hit will give you a guaranteed Sentai 2 or a guaranteed Sentai 3. While standing 2, you're not really going to use this. This is 18 frames plus 14. You get down forward 1, 2 on counter hit. You're not really getting a whole lot from this. I can't lie. There's no point. So no need for an instant while standing 2 or anything like that. While standing 3 plus 1, 15 frames. It's not really the greatest tool. It's just there. And then you have 3, 4, but this will be used for combos later. Not really a whole button you want to use. But the two meat and potatoes that we have is full crouch, down forward 4, 15 frame punish, great, we love it. We love getting a big combo out of it. And what I like more is full crouch, down forward 3, a 20 frame low, but it fully high crushes. So if someone's just hitting you, with a nasty, say they're just jabbing at you, bonk. Just loses, and you get massive damage out of this. You get massive damage, massive. So that's pretty much her while standing punishments. On block, I'll show you on block what they are now. So 4, minus 6, 4, 4, minus 10, but you go into stance. While standing 3, or 1 is minus 18, minus 8, and 14, and 17. We can talk about her lows now. So you're obviously gonna have Hell Sweep, which can get launched because it's Hell Sweep. You're gonna have down 4, which is standard low, doesn't really do a whole lot. Down back 4 is only good for the counter hit. Down back 2 plus 3 on hit, but overall it's alright. And then you have your rolls and stuff, which is good tools that can be used. So we'll go into her Mishima stuff now. So since Reina is a Mishima, you get 3 things pretty much. You get electric, Hell Sweep, and Stonehead. So Stonehead will go off first because this covers off the basics. Throws, so you have Stonehead, up, forward, 1 plus 2. This wall splats. You'll get a combo off of this. She has 1 and 3. This will floor break, send you through the floor. 2 and 4. This will not send you through the floor, but change the sides. And then she has a command throw, which is forward, down, back, forward 2. This will trigger a wall blast and a wall break. Pretty much nothing else from that. So that's pretty much the third games. Besides that, so we have electric, which, as most people know, is plus 5 on block. But the neat thing about Reina is pretty much in Season 3, they took away the punishment for messing up electric. As if you do just regular Wind God Fist, it is minus 10. But some people, I know, my spouse especially, I get a lot of down 2s if I mess up. But now down 2 is neutral on hit. And we've already talked about it being a counter hit, so if you even mess up, it's not even that bad. But anyways, electric, great tool to have, great whip punisher. learn how to do it fast. You can also just great tool, especially because we have so much forward momentum from like Sentai 3 to forward for 2. You can just boom, just wait, just mix like here or here. Good stuff. Hell Sweep. Hell Sweep has 2 options, being 4-4. You're not really going to use this a whole lot, I can't lie, because it doesn't really do that much damage, and you don't really get that much advantage. But 4-2, or Hell Sweep 4-2, better, puts you into Heaven's Wrath, which, if you're in heat, again, you get a free parry if they try to jab you, or you can just loop it again. This is by holding down forward, because when you're in Heaven's Wrath, I forgot to mention, you can go into a free CD input, but no electrics. No electrics from this. So you will also get this input, but this is also down forward 3. Down forward 3 is pretty much, hey, I don't want to do CD inputs, just give me the button. So if you do CD or down forward 3, 4-2, same thing, but it just lowers the damage. Just lowers the damage by 2 instead of 29, it's 27. This will be important for combos though, for this down forward 3, but we don't really need to worry about it. Anyways, in your gameplay a lot, use Hell Sweep and Electric. It will help you out a lot, I can't lie, in terms of movement and stuff. You'll just do good. We went over pretty much her heat engagers, her evasion, punishes, her frame traps, her Mishima stuffs, her roll stuffs. Honestly, there's not that whole much left to talk about with Reina. I mean, she's not that complicated as a character. You get used to her after a while. But just think about it as, hey, I'm playing a Mishima, but I'm gonna get Lars Rushdown. This is up forward. So we have up forward 3-1 or up forward 3. This kind of just does nothing. This is -10 and it's -5 on hit if you get it. If they do get hit by this, 1 + 2 is free. So you're not really getting a whole lot from this. You have up forward 4, which on counter hit gives you free Sentai or free Heaven's Wrath options. Heaven's Wrath also has an part, which I think I meant. Yeah, no, I already mentioned this. The down forward. But yeah, up forward 1. Nice, but it hits a lot further than you would think it would. So like over here, you'd be like, oh, I'm playing neutral, bang. Or I gotta step. Boom, bop. Takes it, just takes it. Overall, that's most of her main stuff. Now we're gonna get in the fun part. All right, we're gonna get the heat. I'm just gonna set players' heat always. Okay. So I'm gonna redo it this time. So Reina's heat, pretty much you get a bunch of extensions on your flippy kicks. So you get 3, 4, 4, 4, So forward, 3 + 4, 4 again. Gets you another follow-up, and 3 + 4, 4, 4, 4. Bunch of stuff from this. Also, because it's a Mishima, Electrics and CD3, these are free. These are free. Don't worry about this. But the main thing in Heat that we like doing is down to 1 + 2. Plus 10 puts you into Insoku. And again, you just get this mix. You can also cancel it, so you can do here and then do it again. Just keep up the pressure for it. It's great. It's great. It also just does so much damage. I mean, just 48. I think it's 45 regularly, and then on wall combo. Just character dies. Great button. Especially when you can just do into a 13 frame now. Just insane. Just insane what this one thing has. It's insane pressure, but hey, that's why we play this character. That's pretty much our heat. We can go into other stuff from Unsoku 2, since this is the new thing that they added to this character, which you can get some pretty nasty stuff off of, if I can't lie to ya. You can get some pretty nasty stuff. So, on counter hit, it is plus 14. So, you can get a couple things for free. For example, the 2-1 link into CD3, but I'm doing a no-skill moment here. You can also do 2, or 1 plus 2. Can't do 1 plus, or 2, 2, 2 though. But the main thing you're gonna be using this for is 1, down forward 1, 2 for your 13 frame. Just nice get you in. Boom, boom. Big damage there. That's another thing Reina has, is she has down 4, run down on the ground. There's a just frame there. There's also a just frame on Sentai 1, 2. If you do a QCF or a quarter circle input. Other thing that we forgot to mention earlier was down forward 1 can go into Sentai if you just hold forward. So you can do down forward 1, 1 if you want, which is a mid-high. They can duck this. Down forward 1, 2, punish. Or you can go into Sentai from this. And yeah. So, down for 1, very nice move. You're gonna like it. You gonna like this down 4-1. This down 4-1 gonna treat you nice. You don't really gotta do a whole lot with it. Another thing that we forgot to mention, CD3. If I can do it, hold up. CD3, probably top 3 moves on this character. There's no tracking. There's no tracking trail on it. Do not let anyone downplay this. This is a tracking move. It will track pretty much guaranteed. And on counter hit, you get a big launch. I suck at combos, but you'll get a launch from this. Also, just hits for light again. Massive range. Just it's nice. That's nice button. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like this button. You're gonna like this button a lot. But overall, combos on this character aren't the hardest. Although I just messed it up. Her combos honestly aren't that bad. If I got that part actually to hit, then that would be the optimal, like most safest one to do, because you're not really gonna mess that up unless you're me, or you're gonna mess it up. So remember, we just have the counter hit stuff. In general, character strengths, bunch of high crushing evasion, Mishima tools, insane mix-ups, insane heat. Waifu movement on a Mishima is terrifying, so if you get really good at it, then you're gonna be whiff punishing with electric like crazy. Also, a Mishima with a down forward 2 and a pop kick. This is just this just exists. This just exists on this character. Downsides, Sentai 2 can get beat if they do know the counterplay. If they know the counterplay is just, hey, I'm gonna just jab here unless they do Sentai 3, then you're gonna lose. Because because taken away, it kind of sucks. This especially sucks on characters with a 8 frame parry-ish punish, kind of something like that, like Clive. Yoshi, you're going to hate that character. The second that Yoshi figures out, hey, everything from Sentai I can parry or flash them, you're gonna hate that character. Not fun, not a great time. Another thing to look out for, all your lows are unsafe, all your lows can get launched, so don't be throwing them out willy-nilly, but I mean at the same time, you got pretty good lows, so I mean, like, look at Hell Sweep just hits from forever. You're gonna see 2 stances on her moveset being up forward 1+2, or up 1+2, and 1-4. 1-4 is more useful than this. This will just dodge lows. Doesn't really do a whole lot. But this, oh baby, let me tell you some. let me tell you some. You can just be doing like, oh, you're playing your little neutral game. They're like, oh, we're getting a little poke here, duck, bam. Just full dodge, and if you get good enough, I can't. You can get an electric off this. Pretty much all your crouch dash inputs. So just take it. Just take it with this. It's great. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like just being able to duck, boom, hold my electric. This is also very nice if you're just doing like some good like block pressure, and then you just, that's insane. I get so many people with just this little, hey, dodge, done. Great tool to have. Besides that, I would say that's her advantages. Her weaknesses, pretty much, it is tracking to an extent, because like up close this is pretty hard to step, but like 2-2 you can get pretty stepped on. But I mean, honestly, if they just start doing that, you have a bunch of good homing. You have back two. Back two is great for people who are trying to sidestep. Parry characters kind of suck against you, but you do pretty well against them. Characters with a bunch of highs, like a bunch of high strings, so like people who end in them, like a Lee, a Hwoarang, a Law, Steve. You can just, I'm being so for real, you can just, like, they can just throw it out, like, boom, 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 boom. You just duck it. Just duck it. Speaking of this tool, 1, 2, 3, 4, I would recommend not using this unless you see that 3 counter hit, because then you'll get the 4 for free. You will get launch trips. I will tell you, it happened to me plenty of times. Yeah, no installs with this character. No, like, big things really gotta worry about. Kind of just, hey, play my movement Mishima. Combo structure, honestly, it is pretty much just doing while standing 3-4 with this 4-3 little cheat input. So just doing, and then a 4-2-3 Sentai 1+2 down forward mixing with, and so. Well, if I can do it, but if I can not suck for a second, hold up. Down forward, 2, 3, and then you'd go. I'm selling because I'm recording myself right now, but nah, that's pretty much your combos. Overall, as a character, none really whole lot changed. I think she is strong, but there are stronger characters than her. I will say, if people don't really know the matchup on this character, then you feel like a god. But other times you feel like you got some pretty weak stuff. So overall, remember, you can get stepped. Use your Mishima tools. But if you don't want to be execution heavy, you can just do down forward too. You have options. Utilize your heat. You have some very nice stuff in heat. So it's honestly just good stuff. You got boom mix. You got doom mix. I mean, honestly, you can just do a whole lot. Take advantage, especially in heat, of CD3 never not being an electric, because the problem with that move is, honestly, in my opinion, is the pressing 3 on a CD input's a little bit weird. So you're not really wholly used to it, but then you can just don't mind that in heat. It'll do the job for you. So overall, I think that is pretty much Reina. Strong character, good character. I love this character. Yeah, if there's anything I missed or anything that you'd like to ask, just put it in the comments. Besides that, yeah, have fun and change Season 3, because Season 3 sucks. Later.